Hello everyone. I'm Patrick Munch. Hello, we got Misty in the chat. We got Paco and Princess. Oh no, Princess. I just read your message. Oh no. Not a sinus infection. Oh my god. That's the worst. That's like actually the worst. It's like the worst thing about being sick is the sinuses. Oh, I feel for you so much right now. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Good news, though. Something to look forward to. Inquisition is fully done for the TBR game. So all the bosses, all the characters, all the key quests are finally done. And I am 25% done with Veilguard. I just finished setting up. Oh, I lied. I'm not 25%. I'm like 20%. I just finished up setting the premise for the game. I still need to do the class and racial traits. Maybe I'll do that during one of my sprints and like listen to an audiobook. But yeah, so I did that today. But I finished Inquisition a couple days ago. Yeah, started as a cold and boom, got double teamed with a sinus infection. It's fucked up. I don't know what witch cursed you, but they need to get off your back. Because clearly it's messed up. Okay, please rank the games for me because my thoughts on Veilguard. Are they like iffy? Okay, and I guess give me one more criteria. So like, am I ranking the games based on my enjoyment of them or if I actually think they're really good Dragon Age games? Because like the answer will change depending on that. Sorry, mute my phone for a second. So let me know what that criteria is. Enjoyment or like actual good game? Enjoyment, then game-wise. Okay. And then Misty said, since last week I finished Bull Moon Rising ebook and then Love Light Farms audio. Nice. So what are we reading today? Are we reading one of the new reads that we got? Okay. Ranking the Dragon Age games. If I'm going purely based on enjoyment, I'm going to say I'm torn for number one between Dragon Age 2, which is what I want to say is my favorite of the game. Because that's the one I've replayed the most, and that one has my favorite companions, and just the vibe of them I love so much. And Hawke. I love Hawke. But I think I had more fun playing Dragon Age Inquisition because it's a longer game, and it's more developed. If we're going strict... So, let's say Dragon Age 2, Inquisition, those could be flipped. Veilguard, then Origins, because I fucking hated Origins. I hate playing Origins because the controls are kind of janky, and I really, really hate the circle level. Okay, that's enjoyment ranking. In terms of like game-wise and story, it will probably go... Origins, Inquisition, Dragon Age 2, Veilguard. And the reason why I think Origins, even though the gameplay is atrocious at times, I think it has the best storytelling. Like everything feels super duper cohesive. The characters are really well thought out. The plot kind of like builds off each other. I feel like the stakes are there. Then, ideally, story-wise, Dragon Age 2 should go first, but because the game was ranked in terms of, or like because the game was like rushed and like a lot of the level designs had to be repeated, 2 falls below Inquisition, even though Inquisition is Also a little bit more repetitive, but story-wise, everything kind of connects a little easier. Versus in 2, the story's hindered by the rushing we had to do to get the game out and like the year they had. And Veilguard fucking fails because they tried to pivot too hard too many different times. And even though I find the story overall in Veilguard fun and I love the gameplay of it, there were so many places we could have had our world state matter that we just kind of said, fuck you players who've been waiting for this game for 14 fucking years, 10 fucking years, like you don't matter. We're gonna try to appeal to the new people and just say, you don't need to play any of the other games, none of those matter. None of the choices you made and replayed matter. And we're just gonna la-di-da our way through it. I hate that. I hated that about Veilguard. Everything else about Veilguard was fun. Okay, good to know. I love this for us. Listen, you get me talking about Dragon Age, I can be talking forever. We're gonna start sprints in like 10-ish minutes, so we still have some time to chit chat. But don't get me started on it too far. We'll spiral. Okay, so Misty's reading The Klon Disorder. So a cat groomer murder mystery. Okay, that sounds a little cozy. Another One Piece omnibus, this time on 4, you're flying through them. And then I Love Your Brother, which is an ebook romance. And we have an audiobook. You amaze me. The Rainfall Market. Japanese lit fic. Ooh. Can't wait to see your TBR game. Okay. I will give you guys a sneak peek on how this is going. Let me see if I can... This might be a little messed up. Yes, we're playing Stardew tonight, so spoilers there. Let me pull the Notion up. Yeah. Which should I start with in sprints? Have you started any of these books yet, Misty? Because if so, start the one you started. But if we haven't started any, I'm most interested in Rainfall Market. Told you we were playing Stardew today. We are playing Stardew tonight. That's what the thumbnail was. Yeah, so this is currently where Veilguard's at. So I have Rook's description made. I still need to do all of these. But I got the game challenge. And then I got this. This is what took me forever. It's these factions. I had to like format it. And then I had to come up with powers. It was kind of annoying. So that's your little sneak peek. We're not gonna go a little bit further into that. I might work on it later tonight during sprints, but we'll see. But back to your previous point, yeah, I totally feel you. I was ready to love Veilguard and replay Inquisition to go with Veilguard and just be like, what the fuck? Yeah! Getting the factions 200 was so hard, but it was good. I love the faction aspect of Veilguard. Like I said, the gameplay of Veilguard was really, really good. The rogue felt bouncy. Playing as a mage felt a little boring, though, I will say. Everything felt just like a tiny too easy. It wasn't as fun. Versus warrior and rogue was a lot better. I do need to go back and play my canon playthrough because I bought it when I was on sales on PC, and all my canon runs for the Dragon Age games are done on PC, even though all my first playthroughs are on console. I did Rogue, of course. Yeah, Rogue was the best. Rogue was the best route, in my opinion, for Veilguard. But it just felt like there was no reason... Where I understand market-wise why they would try to distance themselves from the rest of the franchise in Veilguard, like, because they wanted to appeal into the new reader or new players. But what was sustaining them was the old players, and like the appeal of Dragon Age was this world state. The bosses were hard in comparison to Inquisition. Yes, the gameplay, I think, definitely skewed more difficult than Inquisition. I felt like I really had to struggle through bosses in Veilguard more than Inquisition. Whereas Inquisition kind of felt a little samey, no matter what kind of boss you were in. Excuse me. Unless, of course, you were the fucking River Rift. Fuck that rift. I should put that I should put that mission in the stupid TBR game because I hated that quest. Thank you. I hated the fighting real talk. Really? Is it because you hate fighting in games or you hated the way Veilguard felt? Because I like the way it felt. I also like fighting in games. I don't like it to be too difficult. I tend to play on normal first, and then every time I do a replay, I play on, like, story mode. And I think when I was replaying Veilguard for the 3rd time, I played on fucking impossible to die mode. Because I was like, I don't even care. I just want to play through the route as this class, as this, faction. I think the change, it wasn't the same. It was different. I think it was better to play on console and to kind of like translate the console typical fighting than an Inquisition, which Dragon Age has always been a tactical game that also had like a free fighting aspect. So I like fighting games, but it didn't feel the same. It wasn't. It was very much a different mechanic. And I can see why that was a turnoff. But I hate fucking tactical fighting. And I didn't like how you couldn't remap your controller. Because I felt some of the controls... No, could you remap? I think you could remap. You could remap, because I remember switching a couple things around. But, yeah. I didn't like the layout of the controls all the way. And I wish they would have just given us 3 companions. I don't know why they nerfed us that way. Where you're only allowed 2 companions instead of 3. Which was dumb. Yeah, you can remap. Yeah, I remember switching my light attack, my heart attack. Because it was so dumb that I think the heart attack was the easier to hit versus your light attack when you're using your light attack more. Yes, agreed. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. I remapped that shit so fast. Awful. See, you get me talking about Dragon Age, we're gonna be here all night. In other news, though, I will be reading The Hate List by Jennifer Brown. This is the book I picked up during your sprints, Princess, and I have not really read it since. I'm still on page 84, and this is part of my Ticking Time Bomb, TBR, that was supposed to be done in May, but you know, life happened. So, I will, that looks horrible. It is definitely like a product of its time, especially its cover, but it is dealing with, well, it's about high school. It's about a school shooting, and, a girl kind of like living past that. It's been like a year since the event happened, and her boyfriend was the shooter of the school. And it's her first day. It's not her first day, but it's like her going back to school and her trying to kind of like reconcile what the hell happened and what could have led him to doing this. It's interesting so far. I had it because I was tutoring a kid and he wanted to read this book and like use it as a practice like critical analysis. We ended up not doing that, and it's just been sitting on my shelves for forever, and I decided that it's time for me to read it or unhaul it. So we are reading it. We'll see if we will unhaul it at the end of it, or at halfway point if I DNF it. We'll see. All the books I've listed have been started. I'm 10% on Cat Mystery, about 30% on the romance and the audio. I'm at 30% on romance and audio, and then 55% on One Piece. I am most interested in the Japanese lit, so the audio. I think that will be fun. But also, the Cat Mystery is the lowest percentile. So that one probably should get priority so we can boost it up with the rest. I say flip a coin between those two. Okay, we're gonna roll into our first sprint in a little bit, in like a minute or so. Do we have any goals that we're accomplishing today? As per usual, I am trying to read at least 50 pages tonight. It should be pretty easy to do. This is not a hard book to get through. At least in terms of the writing. The subject matter is a whole nother thing. But does anyone else have any goals? If not, that's fine. We can come up with some goals later on. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit this timer. Not die. You know what? That's a great goal. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this timer. We'll read for 45 minutes and we'll have a break, chat, and play some Stardew. And, you know, do some other things. Try not to squeeze or cough too much because my big side back hurt. Oh, princess. Get comfy. Drink some tea. Get some nice medication to help those sinuses. Don't die. I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. Remember to drink some water or to treat yourself to a little treat because I love you and you deserve it. Alright, see you then. Get most of Bridge Kingdom done. Alright, you got this. Good luck, everyone. Alright, come on back, come on back. How did we do, folks? How did we do? I need to get Stardew Valley opened. And our music going back. Over that. The game capture. Wrong spot. Still in the wrong spot. There we go. Sorry, I thought I was prepared for stream. I was not. I lied to myself. Alright. Back. How do we do, Paco? Did we get most of the way through? I was about to say Stardew Valley. But, Bridge Kingdom? And if so, oh shit. Hold on, I'm going to reset this because I think I left myself unpaused. Go ahead and restart that. No swap to Cemetery Boys. So is that we're hating it? Or what? Okay, hold on. I have to lower Stardew. Because Stardew, I don't know what it is with Stardew as a game. But it's so fucking loud. Oh, thanks for the Iridian bar. I think you should know what an ore bar is, but okay. I finished Bridge Kingdom on Saturday, so before Princess's Prince. I went with Claw and Disorder. Nice. How far did we get in? So you started at 10%. What are we at now? I guess to update you guys on my reading. I made it to page 180, so I almost read a full 100 pages. Things are kind of picking up in this book because we're dealing a lot with the past. And kind of her remembering what's going on and all of that. Also, you guys can see my actual personal Stardew farm. I want to do more of this pathing. Oh my god, this lightning is annoying. I read 41 pages. Nice. At least all my lightning rods are going to be hella filled. Or get my keys out. No, hey, I'm almost done. Just wanted to be rereading, I guess. You know what? That's fair. I think the first half of Bridge Kingdom is a lot stronger than the second half is. I had a lot of issues with the second half, just in terms of I felt something went wrong with the pacing. Like, I don't know if she originally planned this to be a duology or if she planned it to be a trilogy and then she pivoted. Something happened. And I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I still enjoyed it, though. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think it was the last, like, 25%, really, where things just went wrong. What am I doing here? I think I'm covering this. I think I'm gonna cover this and then I'll put like the obelisk here, maybe. Question mark, I don't know. The Stardew Rain, so annoying. Tools. But surprisingly though, I do like the hate list so far. It's just overall really interesting. I don't know what I have in here. Alright, cool. Stardew. Yeah, it's been forever since I've actually played Stardew. Because I've just haven't really felt the need to play it. I have a... Oh, is this going anywhere before I'm just gonna throw it in here. And the moth. Mining mine. Do I have a mining? Alright, chill. The hate list, yes. As terrible as this is going to sound, I've always had like a slight fascination with school shootings. I think it's because I've just, first off, we're in the United States. And second off, I've been into school for so long that it's like something very, very prevalent. Starfruit. The Unima plaque. Do I have a starfruit? I don't know. But I've watched a lot of the documentaries about it, and when this book was suggested, I kind of had it in like poor taste because I don't know. I think books about the experience can kind of come across a certain way. But like this one does a really good job of towing the line of the horror of that event, but also like the trauma and then kind of like learning to live after that, especially with a character who's like so close to the person who did the shooting. It kind of reminds me a lot of, you ever seen the movie Rudderless with what's his name, with Anton Yelchin for sure, but who's the other person? Oh, William Macy. Oh, it's got Lawrence Fishburne in it? Damn, I haven't seen that movie forever. Anyway, if you haven't seen that movie, it came out in like 2014, so it's like over a decade old at this point. It's essentially about this father whose son had died and had like written all this music. And he's like living on a boat, and then he ends up running into this like band that's trying to make it, and he gives them his son's songs to use, and they really like the music, they really like the vibe, and they start getting traction with them, only to find out later on that the son was actually a school shooter, and he like shot up his college, and is like the taint of the songs at that point, kind of like the father trying to like think of like where did he go wrong that led his son to do something like that. So I'm having similar vibes for this book, except our main character, it was her boyfriend who shot at the school, and she's trying to figure out like where did she miss the signs. And part of the plot is that they thought she was involved because they made this thing called a hate list, which because they were like being bullied, and she like started writing down like all the things she hated, not just like people, but like things she hated. And then that list became really well known because her boyfriend started using that list to target people. And so of course they think she had something to do with it and all of that. What season am I in? I'm summer. I don't even know what to do in Stardew at this point. I've been playing it for so long. Oh, there's Pam. Hi, Pam. So, it's a pretty heavy story. But it's one that... Okay, I'm gonna sleep because I'm sick of this rain. It's a heavy story, but it's been really interesting to read. And it's a very fast read. Like, you saw me. I cleared almost 100 pages in the 45 minutes we were reading, which is kind of insane because my reading stamina is not nearly at what it used to be, or my reading speed. I used to be able to... Oh my god, it's raining again? All right, cool. We're sleeping through all this rain. I don't want it in my ears, especially if there's lightning. Okay, no more rain. Ow. Okay, rain but no light. lightning. Oh, hello? Cutscene? Hi, Sebastian. What's up? Oh my god, yes! I forgot I had this mod installed. It's a date mod, so you guys can go on dates with your spouses or your, like, partners. Hell yeah, go on a date with him. Let's meet at the saloon after 6. Okay, I actually cannot wait. I cannot forget that. I also have to see what... Oh, thanks for the wood. I have more mill. And the hay. There's still lightning? Jesus Christ. Okay, I just want to see what's damaged on my farm. And to get these batteries so I can get more. Oh, fuck you. Wasn't the whole purpose of having these paths to make sure that they cannot damage? Dicks. Alright. That building it was in 4 and I just need headed through the crops. This mixed flower seeds. Oh, I can plant that. Have honey here, or this is where I was planning putting like a whole bunch of flowers. That'd be really close. I don't remember. Oh, look, clay, honey. Thank you. Oh yeah. Honey's gotta go in organics, yeah. Then crafting materials, clay for sure. That. Do I have? Not farming. Inorganic. Maybe I'll just put it in my silo. I put the wood away though. Radium stars. Alright, where's my silo? I tucked it up in the corner. Oh, it's right here. Of course I put a fence. Why wouldn't I? Oh no, I think this is built-in fence. No, I think I put a fence there. I think I did this to myself. I probably should. I have no pets in here. I was gonna say I probably should pet my pets, and I go into the one barn without any pets or animals. Hello, animals. I don't remember my naming convention for you. I think you were random. I think I started doing naming conventions after this save. Because this is my very first Stardew save. That's the one I've put the most hours into. Even though I have not achieved perfection on it, because I was playing this before perfection was a thing. Or Ginger Island was a thing. That's how long I've had this stupid save. So clearly, we're almost done too. Oh, I can't go to sleep. I was like, oh, I'll just go to sleep. No, I have to go to the saloon. I want to grab this too. Boink. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk to the saloon. And I'm going to stand outside of it like a creep until 6 o'clock rolls around. But I'm gonna check out the bookseller though. Because I want to see what books are for sale, because they can offer you skills. I also should probably work on getting the movie theater done. See, bookseller down? Hold on. Bookseller's up. Okay. I'm gonna check out the bookseller, and then it will probably be over when the thing's gonna happen. Hello! Combat Quarterly, Stardew Almanac. Okay, hold on. Promise we'll go back. Gain some farming experience. I don't need farming experience. I think all my skills are... Ooh. Way of the Wind for sure. More fast through crops. Gain a little extra speed. See values. I could do that already with my mod. Okay, I can't afford any of these. I could do the price catalog, but I don't need them. I don't need either of those because my skills should all be, yeah, are maxed out. I should actually be working towards mastery. But... all right, I can run just a teeny tiny bit faster now. Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna walk to the saloon. We'll pause, and then we'll do our next sprint. So I can officially hit 100 pages, and you all can continue with what you're reading. So Anna can get, or sorry, Misty can get over the 40-page mark, maybe hit the 50-page mark, maybe hit the 100-page mark. And then Paco, you can continue with your reread of Cemetery Boys, which I've not actually read myself yet. I do own it. All right. Let's switch back. Let me move some screens around. Here we go. Alright, goodbye Stardew and your rain. In fact, I'm going to lower you so you're not loud in my ear. Oh, bless. And I'll reset it so you can have your 3 seconds back. Let's go ahead and roll into another 45-minute sprint. Earn some more gaming time. And then afterwards, I actually want to pick your guys' brain about the challenge I have set for Veilguard, because I have some doubts. I don't know if it's going to be a good challenge or if I should switch it up. You'll have to let me know your thoughts on that. But let's go ahead and start this 45 minutes, and I will see you at the end of this next sprint. Good luck! All right, come on back, come on back. How did we do, folks? How did we do? I am ending that sprint off at page 256. So, I've officially hit my 50 and 100 pages. I will hit 150 pages at... I've already hit the 150 pages? Hold on. I started on page 83. Gosh, hold on. 83 plus 150. Oh, I have passed the 150. Okay. I've hit all my reading goals. And I told you guys, this book reads so fast. So very fast. It's kind of insane. Alright. While this is kind of going, I want to have Stardew kind of in the background, unpaused, so I can keep an eye on the time so we can watch that date together. But I did have the notion I also wanted to get your guys' opinion on. Do the notion about the Stardew, yeah. So, I had said I wanted to get your guys' opinion on the challenge for Veilguard because I was a little iffy about what I wanted to do, because every game like has their own shtick to it, their own kind of niche. And so for Origins, the challenge of this specific game is that you can only read from books that you own physically or digitally. Can't borrow anything, you can't buy anything. It's gotta be something like on your own TBR that you have. And that's kind of tying into this, like, you're a ragtag team trying to like defeat the apocalypse with what you can hobble together. For Dragon Age 2, this one is tied to kind of your friends. Like, it's very much like a found family and very friend central game, and like what Hawke is doing and what is going on. And so for the challenge of this one is that your TBR has to be made off of friends' recommendations. So you get 3 recommendations from a single person that you have to do, and then you have to switch to a new person, so you're like getting more than one person's perspective. And of course you can like swap this out as needed. Hello, princess. So that's 2. Inquisition's challenge is that you're kind of tied to fate. I'm done playing Apex and now about to lay down. Nice. Are you feeling, has like medicine kicked in? Are we feeling better? Or are we still feeling awful? Because, girl, you must be going through it. I'm surprised you managed to play that much gaming with being as sick as you are. I almost never want to play a game when I'm sick. I just want to watch mindless television. Not really still feeling like Walking Death. Oh no. I applaud you for playing Apex then. Yet every time I'm like really sick, I just watch mindless television. I don't read, I don't play video games, I don't watch anime, anything that requires like my direct mind to be engaged in any way. It's like anime watching subtitles and what's going on screen, not happening. I watch procedural dramas. I watch things like Grey's Anatomy. Just anything that like my mind can just go off and I can just consume. What are we doing? I need your guys' opinion on the challenge for Veilguard, and I was kind of like going through the games and like what they are. So Inquisition's challenge was you have to like spin a wheel to determine your TBR. So it's like random every time, and that's tying with the fate. And then for Veilguard, the challenge I came up with, and I was kind of struggling with what to do, so I didn't want to repeat anything. Please take it off. What, the randomization? It's like more like you get to pick your picks, like, and you put them on a wheel, and then that chooses what you want. Is that completely randomized? Know what Princess said. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna take tomorrow off. They've been telling me not to work, but I've been thugging it out. Yeah, girl, take tomorrow off. Take tomorrow off. God, you're like my mom. Speaking, my mom was sick, right? And she's the worst. She goes to work constantly when she's sick. She's been feeling real bad lately. So she finally went to the doctor. It turns out it's bronchitis. And I said, this is why you don't go to work when you're sick, because you make it go into things like bronchitis. Just take a day off, please. For me, for my sake and peace of mind, take a day off and take care of yourself, princess. Exactly. That's crazy. I've been home at least. Yes, but there's a difference between being at home and still having to work and being at home and resting. I would like you to rest and let your body to heal. Don't make us bully you. Exactly what Paco is saying. Don't make us bully you. We care and love about you. We care and love you. Take the day off. Rest. Enjoy. Go play more games. Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell Mike to take your work phone on today on Aisha. Not you calling her short. It's true though. I am on Discord. I'll tell him to hide everything. That's crazy. I'll tell him to hide everything. I'm not even short. I'm not gonna comment. Then I can get myself in trouble. Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna comment. I'm tall, that's all I know. I will let them know tomorrow I'm taking tomorrow off. Okay. Okay, thank you. We love and care about you. Okay. But back to my point. Now that we make sure Princess taking care of herself, the challenge for Veilguard. So part of Veilguard's like storyline is that you're trying to defeat these gods, but you can't do it on your own, obviously. So you need to get help from these 6 different factions of the kind of Thedas, but specifically of like Minrathous and like its surrounding areas. And so I decided I wanted to incorporate that in some way. And I have it a little bit in like you get to choose your faction that you start from, which mimics the game. But I wanted to include them in a bigger way of like how you're interacting with them throughout the whole challenge. And so what I came up with is that you have to spin the faction wheel. So if we actually open it up, and I can show you guys what this looks like. I open this up here. So literally here's all the factions. So I need to add this in. You roll a d6, figure out what faction you roll, and then you roll that faction. So let's say we rolled and we got a 3. We roll for the Antivan Crows. And then on these wheels, they have 5 choices each. They have different genres. Okay, so we got Roguish Fantasy. So then when we go to pull our companion cards that give us our prompts to read, we have to find a book that fits that in this genre. So that's what I got so far. I don't know if I love it 100% yet. Like I said, I want to incorporate the factions because it's a big part about how you beat the game and how to make sure everyone survives. I still don't think we should have to spin for companions. Look, if you don't want to spin for companions, don't spin for companions. You don't need to. You could twist this game however you want. It's mainly built for replayability. Kind of like how you had to spin for companions for Baldur's Gate. But really, play it how you want. Yeah, she's bitter from her spin. She really is. Roll a D. 6. A faction. Then spin. If I can spell spin. They're going to edit this. Don't open. Don't open. In their wheel. For what genre you will need to read, and 2 companions to generate prompts you need to fill with those. Yeah, that shit pissed me off. Listen, if it's gonna make you mad, pick your companions. But I would say pick your companions before you read the prompts. Oh, did I? I did the dumb thing. Hold on. I want to eat. And not to be highlighted. Alright. There we go. I can agree with that. Okay. Pick your companions before you read the prompts. They're like, okay, I know I want Sarah, Vivian, and Doran on my team. Cool. And then you pick them, and then you're stuck with that. Also, I got to add you to the spectacular prompt brainstorm call when we do that. Ooh. Down, 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 down. Yeah. For real though, this one was a bitch and a half. Just a format. Get everything nice. So, but it's nice and tucked away so it doesn't mess up the rest of my things. When does the spectacular thing begin, by the way? And do we have any like foresight on when G is doing? October. Okay, cool. Fun fact, in October, I'm thinking of playing maybe a little bit of horror games on sprints. October is my bingo board. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah. I think I might play 1 or 2 horror games in October when that happens. I think should be posting in the next week or so. Year 4 is crazy. Mid-August. Okay. Also, the new kind of spooky horror farming sim comes out in October now. Because it was supposed to come out in August, or it was supposed to come out in, I think it's coming out in September. Because it was supposed to come out in August and then it got moved till September. Maybe moved to October. But I do want to play that when it comes out. I think it'll be a really good, and I hope it does come out before October, so that would be really great to play during sprints. But yes, I also need to, there's a cozy game where you play a witch in school. Yes, I've seen that around. It's kind of similar to what Concerned Ape, the dude who made Stardew Valley, is doing. So this year theme is pop culture witches for mine. I've done classic Halloween, Disney villains, and Monster High. Ooh. Yes. Pop culture witches. Okay. Practical Magic's gotta be on there. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. All of those got to be on there. I was thinking in terms of also reading for me, I might do like a black horror reading thing, because I did like black vampires last year. And while I would love to do more vampires, I'm thinking of doing just like general black horror. Because then I could do like a nice kind of comparison and splice between black horror movies and black horror like novels and short stories. What spooky game are you talking about coming out in October? Watching it this year. Practical Magic's great. Hold on, let me check my Steam wishlist. That's on there. It is Grave Seasons. There's our timer. I'm gonna listen. We're gonna do this date thing on Stardew before we go. Yeah, it's called Grave Seasons, and it's essentially kind of like a Stardew Valley cozy sim. But what's cool about it is that in this like cozy town, there is a serial killer, and you have to kind of like solve the mystery. And the really, really cool thing is that who the killer is like in the code, and it switches every new save, so you can replay the game over and over and over again and not know who the killer is. So I was seeing ads for it like a few months ago, and I'm like, oh, that sounds right up my alley. I'm so excited for it. I will be buying it the day it comes out. We have heard of this? Yeah, right? It was getting a lot of news. It's giving Mafia vibe. Yeah, kind of. Kind of like Mafia or Werewolf. And I think that will be a lot of fun. And like I said, I really hope it comes out before spooky season. It was supposed to be out in September. Or no, it was supposed to be out this month, but it got pushed. Mike said look up Emberville. Spell my phone. Oh, it's coming out. It's often described as Diablo meets Stardew Valley. Okay, it strands players with no memories inside Vitramotus, a vast, procedurally generated underground dungeon where death is not permitted. Ooh, that sounds fun. That will probably get on the docket too. Okay, so October sprints will be like spooky game month. Mix of like spooky and cozy, but also spooky and not cozy, because I might play some Phasmophobia, because it sounds also kind of fun. Okay, Amberville. Thank you. I will add this to my wish. Don't forget about it. But we switch over to Stardew Valley, because it's almost back to doing the date. I don't. Game options. Hold on, I have to surround stuff. Go. Camera. Take off Notion. There we go. It's almost 6 o'clock. But I do want to see what this date is. We're back to Thunder, Lightning. Stardew. It's like freaking Breath of the Wild. It's always freaking raining in this game. Every time I go to play it. I think that's why I haven't played it, the save in a while. Alright, we're waiting until after 6. It's 6. Let's wait till like 6:10. Then we can go on our date with our hubby. My little emo man who I always go on a date, who I always marry in this game. Oh, look at our date. There's our man, my man. Thought you weren't going to come. I was 10 minutes late. You said after 6. I didn't want to show up at 6 and like potentially not run the cutscene. He let us reserve the entire side room. That's cute. I've never actually seen this. Hello! We still got one more sprint left in us. So you made it just on time. We're running late actually into this next sprint because I needed to see this cutscene. Are we sitting in this corner? Or are we gonna sit like on the couch? Yes! Yeah, you made it just in time. Found time to spend. I always have time for you, Sebastian. I always have time for you. I will never marry anyone else in this game. First off, because I will never let Abigail have you, because I fucking hate her. But you're mine always. Got your favorite, okay. What is my favorite? Oh, I never would have believed that I would have fallen in love with a new farmer moving to Pelican Town. But look at where we are now. You're mine. I stood outside your house waiting for you to come out. Crawled my way into your little heart. And this is my first save, so I really had to figure out how to romance him. every other one was easy. This one was the hardest. I had to work to get them. You're the best thing that happened to me, Emily. I wouldn't want anything to be different. Oh, this is very sweet. Oh, here comes Gus. Thanks for agreeing to this date, by the way. I know you're very busy. Not that busy. I literally was standing out the saloon the entire time, waiting. Like a dog. Like a puppy, waiting for their owner to return home. Alright. I want to know what my favorite is. Is it gonna tell me? Is that the pumpkin soup? Just how I like it. Sebastian really knows me well. I don't particularly care for pumpkin soup, but okay. I knew you would like it. Yes, I love it. Aha! It was pumpkin soup. We even have some extra. Okay, this is a very sweet mod. I really like this. I like that it actually gives you something tangible to take with it, too. What do you want to do now? Let's watch waves at the beach. Oh my god, are we actually gonna go? Or is it gonna end? Oh my god, we're actually there! We're at the edge of the map. I've never told you this, but we can see the edge of the world. Oh my god, the earth really is flat. Oh no! The earth is flat and sturdy. Look at that, it's the edge of the world. The night before you arrived in Pelican Town, I came here to clear my mind. This is so cool, right? It's so cute. The truth is I wasn't happy. I wished for that night for something to help make me feel happy again, for something to change my life. Oh, my little poor baby. My wish came true. Aww. My wish was for you. This mod is so cute. I love you. Oh. This is why I can never go back to playing Vanilla Stardew, by the way. I mean, I have it on my Switch, but like, modded all the way. I'm so grateful that Sebastian is in my life. Oh my god, that was worth standing out in the rain for. Okay. I'm gonna go back home now and sleep away this rain. But as I do that, we should roll into our very last sprint for the evening. Let me pivot our screens. Alright, y'all. It's damn near 9:30. We got one more 45-minute sprints with your soup. I know. Running in the rain with my soup. That's probably filled with rainwater. Alright. It's official. The last sprint sign is up. Let's finish strong. I want to see how far I can get into this book. I am over the halfway point now. And let's see if I can get close enough to the end that I'll just knock this one out at the end of the day. We shall see. But good luck. Remember to drink some water or give yourself a little treat because I love you and you deserve it. Otherwise, good luck. I will see you at the end for this. I'm going to take some NyQuil and go to sleep. Girl, please do so and take care of yourself. I hope you sleep well. I hope it's restful and enjoy your day off tomorrow. All right. Good night. And then let's roll for this last sprint. Good luck, everyone. I'll see you at the end. Alrighty, come on back, come on back. How did we do, folks, for that final sprint? I'm ending with this much left, and I am going to finish this tonight because I'm so close to the end. I'm so close. It's ridiculous how close I am. And also, I just have to say, fuck this girl's father. He was the worst. He was the absolute worst. He did something to her, and I damn near lost my shit. I was so sad for her, and I was so bad. Oh, God. Are we almost done? But yeah, no, he was the worst. He's continuing to be the worst. In fact, both of her parents kind of suck. Both of her parents are kind of the worst. Her mother's a little bit better, but not by much. I had to grab another book. Is it because we finished or because we're like, I can't do this anymore? I need another book. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I have to finish the book. I have to know how it ends. Because we're ramping up in all the emotions. We're having confrontations with people. I'm worried about what's gonna happen to our girl. For as, like, terrible as a cover as this is not a great cover. But the book's actually pretty decent. It's very introspective. It's very heavy, but... yeah, I couldn't do the previous book anymore, too deep. You know, it's fair. It's late. I get it. I feel it. I'm almost done with my heavy book, though. It toes the line between a really heavy topic, but it's so easy to read. I think it's because it's in the YA demographic that it tends to fly. All right, but I need to go finish that book. So, like, we gotta end sprints here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had fun. I hope you guys got some good reading done. I hope you were having a good evening. You had some laughs. And we may or may not be back next week. I had work ask me about potentially doing something, but I don't know if they ever confirmed it or not. So I will let you guys know next week. So by like Monday, if you don't see a little pop up for me, then you know we're not having a sprint today. But I will also make sure to post on the community thing. But thank you guys so much for joining. If you want more of me, there's a video coming out this week. So be on the lookout for that. I have to finish editing it all together. But I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And you have a good rest of your week. And then I will see you next time for more sprints, whether that be next week or the week after, but we'll be continuing them for sure. All right, good night, everyone. Have a good evening.